Hey guys, Coach Julia here. Follow up from the previous video, so just tidbit, if you didn't check that out yet, watch that one first. But in this video, we're gonna just review a hip assessment technique to see which hip might be rotated forward or backward or anterior, posterior, just synonymous words, or even which hip might be hiked or tilted down, okay? And then we're gonna do a hip reset to address the hip that might be rotated down or tilted down. And if that hip's tilted down, that leg might appear like it's longer, okay? So head on your back, knees are bent, feet are flat. Do a bridge, up, down, straighten out your legs. Take the heel of your hands and feel for the top part of your hip here. If you were standing, it would be the front, okay? But you're laying down, so it's the top. So see if you can feel a hip that might feel either lower, right? Like the leg is longer and it's tilted down, the other one's kind of hiked up, or one that's rotated back towards the ground. Now you might have both. You might have a hike, a tip, a tilt, all that fun stuff, okay? The hip though, that is either dropped down lower or rotated back, and again, they might be happening, both things might be happening at that hip. That's the side you're going to do the hip reset on. Okay, so let's just say it's my right leg. You're gonna keep the opposite leg out straight. Bend this knee about 90 degrees. Both hands are gonna press into this leg. This leg's pressing up into you. While you do that, squeeze the opposite glute. Doesn't have to be a massive squeeze, just kind of hug it in to activate it, all right? So you start here, knee stacked over hip, hands press into knee, leg presses into hands, it's isometric. Do that action for about 6 seconds. Again, while you're doing this action for the hip flexor, you're squeezing this butt cheek, right? Then just relax. Take your leg a little further away from you and repeat about 6 seconds with the little opposite glute butt squeeze, and then take your leg a little further away from you and repeat. This gets a little tricky when you're doing it by yourself, so if you can have a friend just help resist your leg, you know the positions to put it in, that'd be great. All right, then straighten out your legs and reassess. Feel your hips, see if they feel better aligned. If the down hip, whether again it was shifted down or rotated back, or both, if it still feels a little out of whack, you can repeat that hip reset. Okay, you could also try to do the hip reset that was in the previous video on the opposite side and just kind of keep going back and forth depending which hip's doing what, all right, to see if you can get them better aligned. Now, if you're really not sure what's going on at your hips and you have a trainer or a coach that knows how to do this for you with you, then by all means ask them for help, ask a physical therapist for help. I actually learned this from my physical therapist, Garino Boni. He is awesome, and he taught me how to also do this for myself so that I could then teach it to my clients or do it with my clients. So if you have any questions, let me know.